What's up, everybody? Welcome back to RacingNews.com. Welcome back to our Kentucky Derby profiles. All right, on this video, we're going to do Chunk of Gold. I'll put his Equibase page up on the screen for you now, and we'll take a look at Chunk of Gold. Well, he hasn't quite captured the gold this year in 3 starts. 3 starts, 3 seconds, so it's kind of cool to see that. He's a very consistent horse. Of course, overall 4 starts, 1 win, 3 seconds. Let's look at what he's done and kind of look at some of the positives here. And look, maiden special weight win at Turfway Park was nice. The Leonidas Stakes was a pretty good second place effort. But really, when he went to run in the Risen Star, you didn't really think this horse was going to quite be, just a stud or anything like that. You gave him a halfway decent shot. You thought he would close here in his dirt debut, and he did. He ran very well to run second behind Magnitude in the Risen Star, and then did the same exact thing in the Louisiana Derby. Very similar race. Second behind a Steve Asmussen horse. This time it was Tistastic instead of Magnitude. But both these races were very similar for him. He drops back, he makes a run, he gets a piece of things, and I think that's a formula that is a winning formula, or maybe not a winning formula all the time, but a formula that can hit the board at a big price in the Derby. We see that a lot. A lot of horses get tired, and this horse just really doesn't seem to be getting tired in these races. It's important to note the Risen Star was 1 1/8. The Louisiana Derby was 1 3/16. So he kind of has proven already he can run well, stretching out even longer than what most of these horses, basically every horse that didn't run in the Louisiana Derby, they really haven't shown that. So with that being said, you go up to the pedigree here, Preservationist, the sire out of a Cairo Prince mare. It's, to me, like, it's kind of irrelevant, his pedigree at this point, because he's proven he can go 1 3/16 and be effective. So I don't really think we need to dive deep into this. I think it's a pedigree that's not bad for going long. So I don't see any problems here with him in the distance. And look, if we get to the negatives, he's been second 3 times. They're kind of non-threatening seconds, right? That's my biggest problem with him. Yeah, he's getting second in big races, and there's something to be said for that. Absolutely. That's very important that you can run up and hit the board in Kentucky Derby prep races. That's why you're here. That's why you earned your way here. That's why you deserve to be here. And that's why you're getting some kind of, hey, he's going to be the 30-1 type that has a good chance if the pace sets up for him. But, obviously the bad news is if you're trying to get this horse to win the race, he just hasn't been close against that kind of competition yet. So, but still, one that I respect, no doubt about it. I wouldn't blame anybody for taking a shot with him. I think it makes sense that we kind of look at this pace situation now with Owen Almighty kind of quote unquote back in the race for now. The pace is maybe starting to set up to be a little bit hotter than we saw it maybe a week ago. So it makes sense for him. All right, final verdict on Chunk of Gold. I think he's a very logical underneath candidate. I could not get there as far as him winning the race. Yes, I think a 1 1/4 will be fine for him. I'm not really worried about the distance, but there's some other closers that are going to be back there as well that I think have a little bit better shot than him of actually getting up and winning the race. But we've kind of seen it. The closers, some of them get good trips. Some of them get kind of those, brutal trips. So it'll be a little bit of racing luck that's going to have to be involved as far as Chunk of Gold. But if you're looking for a price underneath, I do think he makes a lot of sense. All right, that'll do it for this video. Hit that like button if you liked it. Subscribe. You really like it. Want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this. We'll have profiles for all the major Derby contenders out within the next 3 or 4 days. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. All right, guys, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you for the next video.